CG for all. Today we are going to cover multiple style sheet and how to comments the CSS code. So let us first we go through the how to comment the CSS code. So what is the comments? So we have all the languages developer needs to write some documentation. Top of the documentation we have understand what is the code we are writing for. So same way CSS comments are not displayed in the browser. So suppose we are commented any piece of code, when we run this HTML code or run the any page we load, it should not reflect in the browser. Use the documentation for the developer perspective, developer only, as well as the documentation purpose. So how to do that? We have to use this symbol /star star /. What the code in between this it commented line? Is it ignored by the browser? Let us understand with an example. Let's see this background color is blue. So background color blue is coming from any style sheet, right? So let's comment out that line. Background color blue coming from here. So when I have commented this line, let's see how it's spoke. So that blue color is gone. Now orange color is there. So that is a different story. I will explain you. But comment line is working. So if we want to comment any line of code, we have to do like this. Top of that, if we want to put any message, then we can write a message. So when we refresh this page, what the code we have written in the style.css is not coming over here. So meaning we have used for the documentation purpose, as well as some of the code if you don't want to run based on the condition, and suppose we are working in a project, so we don't want particular line, but future perspective we need this line, so we have to comment and write the statement, this code we are commenting because of this region. So what is the advantage for that? Future purpose anyone can use that. Some of the requirement come in a company, okay, this CSS is used, but after 4 days, no, we need the previous one. So before going to comment any line, this is not a good practice to remove that. If there is chance to come again, we have to reuse that or kind of take a backup. But if you working on the sonar will tell you to delete that line because unnecessary code is not good. But what you have to decide based on the scenario, you have to do that. Hope is clear. Next section is a simple one. Multiple style sheet. So already we have discussed in the last section what is inline CSS, external CSS or embedded CSS, and external CSS. Inline, internal, and external CSS. Today we have to understand when in a same class, same HTML page, external CSS as well as external CSS we are providing, what will happen. So that particular scenario is called a multiple style sheet. If some property has been defined in the same selector in a different style sheet, so means we have a single selector we are using for the two different CSS, the value will be inherited from the more specific style sheet. Basically more specific in the sense it will take from the local. What is more local? Inline CSS is more local. Then next order is internal CSS or embedded CSS. External CSS is, this is the last one. So let us understand with an example. Now let us consider we have a HTML code. In here what we have a inside the, here we are writing in the H1 we have in the body part two tabs only, H1 and P. what H1 is telling, H1 is only we are writing with the paragraphs. What paragraph? Welcome to CG for all, ABC of UI and program. So this H1, because if you want to handle with the CSS some styling, we can do, and P, right? So now second thing, this H1 we are referring with the style sheet, and we have on CSS, external CSS. Let us understand what it is. So in the external sheet also we have H1. So H1 having in the two places, in the embedded CSS and at the external CSS. So what the outcome will come? So this come with when the what is the possible way to come is the which is more local to the that particular element. So now this is external CSS and this is internal CSS. The internal CSS is more specific to the elements. So it should be external CSS will be overridden by the internal CSS or embedded CSS. Clear? Now let us understand this example. So H1. So H1 already we are color is orange. So we have, I am first let we understand. So H1 from the external is orange color, and then here also we are taking H1. So what would be the P? We don't have anything to think here. So only H, a orange color. So color is red. Only this part should be over. Font size is 30. That should be common. Is we are not overridden because it's not conflict. So only we have to think color should be orange or color should be red. So color is red in our external CSS. Clear? And color is orange in our internal CSS. So internal CSS is more specific, right? So when we run this, basically what happened? This basically is this H1. So what is the what the browser will take? Basically, if you consider here itself, the browser will display like 30, and this should be the orange. Orange. Because first external CSS is load, external CSS color is red, but due to the internal or embedded CSS the value is overridden, and this is the output. So let's run this and then it should be clear. So hope is clear.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's it in the today's session. So we are in the social media. Do not forget to subscribe our channel in the Instagram, YouTube, and if you have any doubt, feel free to reach out to us in the mail by the number. Let me stop the video, and if you have any personal doubt, we will discuss over here.